Hey guys, what's up? Okay, so we are doing sprints today for We Free the Stars for our Fantaseries book club. Our other book club hosts are gonna be here in a little bit. So you're gonna have to put up with my little face for just a minute, but I'm thinking we'll probably just go, oh, here she is.
Hi.
Miss
Hello.
America. Hey.
Hi.
I literally just was saying that we would probably just go into a sprint and then
That
chill.
works for me. I need to grab a cup of coffee from downstairs, so fine. I literally was like, oh my god, it's time. Like, not that I should be complaining because it's 7 a.m. for you, but I usually wake up at like 9 something on the weekends or later. So
Like
I wake up
later,
like, I'm wearing just a shirt.
I'm like literally these are early morning sprints.
Early morning sprints. Like,
But it's okay. I actually don't mind it because the sun is coming up, so it like looks really cute outside. It looks
oh,
super
that's
cute.
good. That's very cute.
Anyway, have you started We Free the Stars, right? Did you finish it yet?
I actually finished We Free the Stars, yeah. I finished it last week. Maybe on like Wednesday or something like that. So
Okay. Well, we don't have to talk about the rating or anything. It's fine. We'll talk about it later.
that's what the show's for.
Yeah,
It's fine.
exactly.
It is a lot faster paced in like which everybody says, but in terms of like I listened to it and then I had made so much progress without even realizing it. It went by faster. Did I like it more? Yes.
Oh,
By a lot?
okay.
No.
It is what it is. It's fine.
So, you know, I mean, it really is like all about the characters, which is the thing. And I kind of feel like our first show, we were like, oh my god, I love Nasir. Oh, I love Altair. And now that like enough time has passed and I picked the book up again, I was kind of like, I don't even know if I like these people anymore.
Yeah, like,
No.
we probably just like honed in on the fact that those were the two things that we could like.
People like, here
Yeah.
are the positives. Here are
Yeah,
the pros.
exactly. Hey John, what's up?
Hi, John.
I hope you're enjoying this book. How's
John.
the Poppy War?
I think, didn't John read the? I don't know if he read all of the Poppy War, like the first book. But I remember him being like, "Oh, I DNF'd it." And we were all like, "What? You can't?"
Yeah, we're like,
and then he was like, "Okay, fine." And then he came back to the next live show and he was like, "Ladies, 5 stars. I have a new favorite book. It's called The Poppy War." We were like, "What?" Like,
the beauty of a DNF when you just come back after a little while and you're like, okay, wait, it may have been good. I was just crazy.
I feel like I don't really DNF often enough to experience that. Because usually, even if I hate a book, I'll just keep going. But only more recently have I been like, this is not worth my time. I'm going to DNF.
Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I definitely have been doing it more recently, and I guess maybe it's because people are just pushing books out like it's candy. I don't know.
Oh my god. Okay, so I was editing a video, and you're supposed to talk about like it's a tag video, so you're supposed to talk about like, oh, the books that are coming out. Yeah, and I was like, well, I'm late doing this because if I were doing this at the same time that everybody else is doing this, then I would have like an easy answer for this thing, and instead it's like, you know that TikTok that's like, do 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 do, and you put like all the pictures and stuff. I'm like, this is fucking me. Like I have to do all of these.
Like I have so many
books. There's so many books that like just came out that I haven't read yet, or are just coming out that I'm like,
yeah.
Oh.
There's some that I've had on a list. I didn't even realize that they weren't out. Like, who am I?
But you have like the NetGalley arcs, and like sometimes Book of the Month is kind of like, here you go.
Yeah.
Like a little bit
like a little early surprise.
Yeah.
I don't know, but then sometimes stuff comes out and I read it on NetGalley and I'm like, bro, this was not
that good.
Yeah. And so I don't know. It's just like funny.
I mean, there's plenty of bad books out there. They have to get published somewhere.
So. I know. And like sometimes I'm like, it might not even be bad. It might just be that like I'm stupid and don't understand it. Like, I don't know. That's what it is.
I feel like
Anyway.
I feel like when it's from NetGalley, I always want to rate it higher than I would if it weren't. Because it just is coming out. So I'm like, I have to, hype up this person. They wrote this book. They wrote a book. That means something significant. And then my rating. So, like, if you wrote a book, it's automatically already going to be 2 stars plus my enjoyment factor of it. So I'm always going to, like, round up and it's going to be better. But sometimes...
I know, I feel so bad on NetGalley when, like, it's somebody that other people have hyped and they'd be like, this is one of my most anticipated reads of the whole entire, like, decade. And I'm like, this is not good, though. The plot is not good. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know what to say. But anyway, I try and just be truthful. And then if it's a DNF on NetGalley, because some people won't DNF NetGalley books.
Yeah, because if you don't rate it, then your rating goes down, right?
Yeah, but what I do is I just I like put in the thing, I'm like, I DNF this at whatever percent, and then I'll rate it 1 star on NetGalley. Because I'm like, I'm not going to suffer because you guys have a bad book.
Yeah. Sorry. Oh, you had, what was that one that's like The Princess Will Save You?
Oh my God, yeah. It was like a YA fantasy.
Was that what it was, or was it a different one? Was it like something about a queen?
It's confusing because all of the titles are basically the same, but it's like the princess will save you, the queen will betray you, and then the third one is like the king will something. I don't even know what the third one is. Okay. But I suffered through the first one, which is fine, whatever. Let's get on our feet. But then the NetGalley, like,
yeah, I kind of remember like your NetGalley vlog, and I feel like you were talking about the first one while you were reading the second one, and it was like denial, joy, where you're like, oh, and I read the first one, and it was pretty good. It was pretty good.
3.5.
It's the voice thing that's just like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, the cadence was like, I'm lying, but it's fine. Yeah. And then the second one ended up being, it was exactly like From Blood and Ash, like that whole series where like the plot is basically recycled. It's just different, like by this much.
Yeah.
And so, but it was also a YA fantasy. So like there wasn't even smut to be like, oh, at least there's smut.
At least, no, there's absolutely nothing.
So, LOL.
Unfed.
But yeah, it's whatever. I'm like, I'll DNF it, whatever. If they don't want to give me crappy fantasies, then maybe they're learning something. Anyway. Hey Brooke, how's it going?
Hi Brooke. We've had this like comment highlighted and just simply acknowledge it for a long time.
How are you,
like, oh, let's just talk to someone else.
How are you? If you guys are reading We Free the Stars, let us know. Let us know how it is. And if you already finished it, let us know that too. I'm gonna be starting it today. So also tabbing it. I feel like of all the hosts, I'm the only one who hasn't started it. So but anyway, what are you reading today, Rachel?
I am reading Priory of the Orange Tree. Finally.
Oh my God, you're taking your challenge seriously, and I'm so proud.
I publicly declared it in my TBR video, and then a bunch of people in the comments were like, ha ha ha, can't wait to watch you give a book away. And I was like, all right, motherfucker.
This fueled the fire. I'm so happy. I feel like this is kind of low-key what you needed,
It's exactly
like you needed accountability via the internet.
Literally. Like, what's that book? There's a book that's like, it's like the 4 tendencies or whatever, and it's supposed to be like, it's like a self-help book, but not really. But it just talks about like the different categories of people and the way they react to stuff. So like some people need accountability, and that's like personality type, versus people are like they can be accountable to themselves, but not to others. Like those different things. Mm-hmm. So I was just like, oh, yeah, that one's me. Like that. Like I questioned everything, but I still need accountability. So, like, publicly declaring it and then having to live in shame is just too much. I can't do that. So I have to fulfill what I promised to do.
I feel like that's how I work too. But I also feel like that's like a little Leo energy. You know what I mean?
It might be, because it's kind of like, hey, everybody, look at me. Oh, fuck.
Yeah. Like, look at what I can do, but also hold me accountable and make sure I do it.
So, I mean, something that's crazy is like, this is like an 800 something page book.
Yeah, it's so
and, like, other people are like, oh, no problem. And I'm like,
Isn't it high fantasy? I feel like this book is always an issue for people.
It is high fantasy, yes. I'm on page like 100 and something. I don't know. 100 and I think this is that much. 100 and
wait, are you doing audio too, or just reading?
Yeah, so I actually have it from Audible because I had like a free trial, and this was the book that I was like, Private Viewer Insurance. It's such a huge, gigantic book. It's like 26-hour audiobook or something. So, it's helped so much to have it with me, but yeah, it's high fantasy, so I'm like, I thank God I have like physical, but also the audio to push me through it. Yeah. But it's really good. I really like it so far.
Yeah, I haven't heard bad things about it.
I think
I've heard that it's thick.
I feel like Casey gave it like 2 stars.
Did she?
I think so. I don't know if that was just like the torture of having to go through it and being like, oh my God, when's this book gonna end?
Oh no.
But I feel like Casey's not really a big like high fantasy reader, so I don't know if maybe it was just like not the genre.
Let me think about that. I mean, she likes the Poppy War. I guess that's not high fantasy really though.
I feel like the Poppy War and Ember in the Ashes are like huge series for her, like the really big favorites for her. But I don't know if
high fantasy. I don't think they're high fantasy though.
I wouldn't consider them high fantasy. Like Poppy War is not YA, and I feel like I haven't read Ember, but I feel like it has a lot of qualities that aren't necessarily YA because they're really dark. So I think it's more like dark fantasy.
Yeah, like grimdark is what I was thinking. Yeah. The Poppy War for sure. And like I almost want to say like the Poppy War is like a historical fiction fantasy. I know that's not like a real thing.
It kind of is in a way.
But yeah, since it's based off of like real life events.
Yeah.
Ember in the Ashes though is a fun time.
You read
I feel like Poppy War is grimdark but leans on historical. Yes.
Yeah. That makes sense. Also, hi, Steph.
Yeah. Also, good morning, Steph. How is it going? What are you baking today? Where's your matcha?
Yes, please. We need it.
Oh my God, Rachel. Good morning, Miss Jess Owens. Or good afternoon.
Not reading, but Jade City.
Reading the iconic Jade City. Freaking.
Wait, did you read Jade City yet, Christine?
No, I haven't read it yet.
Okay.
I got it for my birthday.
I know, I gave it to you.
Yeah, I was like, And have I touched any of my birthday stack? Not one. Not a one.
I'm trying to think if I have done exactly the same. I think I used them in a video, other than the book haul video, to be like, here's a book. And this is
I have books. I have a booktuber. Actually, that's not true. I read Foundry Side. That's the one book from my birthday stack that I've read. And what a choice that was. Anyway.
Choice. Whoever sent you that, just send him a note back. It's like, don't do that. Don't do that again. No, thank you.
Fine.
Thank you for the thought, but no.
I have been promised that the second book is much better. So there you go. The Poison Heart is a beautiful cover.
Oh, that's the one with like the girl in the...
Yeah, and she's like, hello, I'm cute.
I know, she's just like, I could kill you in 1 second.
Right.
Cool.
And you're like, kill me. I'm dead.
I'm ready.
It's fine. I have not read it yet. I think this is We Free the Stars.
Okay.
Well, get on it, John. Just kidding. I haven't read it yet either, obviously. Historical fantasy is totes a real thing. Then that is what I would say. I would say the Poppy War is a grimdark historical fantasy. And that's a lot of labels, but
it's accurate, I think. At least as far as the first book. I haven't read the rest yet, but...
Yeah. I have not gone into the rest because I am a little nervous. It's kind of like how I am with the end, or with Dark Age from Pierce Brown. Oh I'm like, I know some stuff is going to go down and I don't want to go through it this holiday season. So
maybe in January where it's like fresh start and it's like I'm ready for depression.
Yes. I'm through the happiness. I'm ready to be sad. Let's go. That's what I'm thinking.
Let's go. Yeah, I read a graphic novel like 2 days ago and I was just crying like like not full sobbing, but I was just like, oh my God.
It's like
I'm too emotional.
I don't want to read nothing like that. Like once we get through spooky season, which I'm hoping won't make me cry, it'll just make me nervous.
Like scared, but fun.
Right, yeah. Once we get through that, I'm doing nothing but holiday cheer.
There we go. Actually, wait. You should come be on the Whiners for December because we're reading your favorite book, The 12 Dates of Christmas.
Okay. I will say, I did not like that book.
Yeah,
that is a book I should have DNF'd, but didn't. And I can see how some people may like that book, but the repetitiveness, I cannot wait for you to touch it. I cannot
I'm
wait.
So excited because literally it was like during DCG Readathon and everybody was talking about like holiday books and what to read and whatever. And Manda and Kirsten were like throwing out different recommendations, and there was one that's like Something Under the Mistletoe, which everybody was like, this one's so good.
Right, yeah.
Baking Under the Mistletoe. And then the other one was The 12 Days of Christmas. And I was like, well, I can't, it's not available in my library because it's Christmas season.
Right.
So of course, all the Christmas books are like, there's a 20 weeks old.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I'll just go buy it from Target because I heard it's so highly acclaimed. So I bought 12 Days of Christmas. And I think like that night or the next day, I feel like we were on Sprint and you were like, I hate that book. I was like, okay. Oh no.
I was such a Grinch about it. But like, I don't know. We'll see what the Whiners have to say, okay? Because my luck, freaking everyone will love it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they'll be like, you're a Grinch. Seriously.
It's gonna be great. I picked it because I was just like, whether people like love it or hate it, it's just gonna be fun.
Yeah.
To, either bash it or have fun with it or whatever. So
yeah. I think also another thing is I realize now I don't like the trope that ended up being like the main romantic trope. So, meh.
Interesting.
Grinch.
Well, can't be enemies to lovers.
Yeah, I was like, no, that's like low-key my favorite.
Yeah.
No, it can't be that one.
Interested. Okay, I'll have to.
Yeah, I was like, I don't want to give it away, but
yeah,
you'll see when you read it.
This is about Priory, where Casey was like, I'm done. Because I think I had put this on a TBR, and then Casey messaged me something, and it was just like, I'm still reading this. I'm done. I hate it.
Yeah, she was reading that for forever, I feel like. Every time she would be on, actually maybe every time she would do her TBR or something, she'll be like, I still have Priory. I'm still doing a buddy read. We've read 2 pages.
Oh God. Yeah, I mean, it's extremely lush fantasy, like atmospheric writing, though. Like, it's so easy to get immersed in it, and I really, really like that because it's just like, I don't know, like 2 sentences, and I'm already like, I can picture that. I know exactly where that is. It's so, and like, it's a cute scene too, where like a little cottage with a little cobblestone. They didn't even say that. That's just my mind filling in the gaps. But I'm just like, ooh, and it's a little house, and then there's this like, it's basically like there's all these dragons around, and they used to just show up all the time, and 200 years ago they stopped showing up, but they are still around. So there are people who train to be like dragon riders or like do other stuff with the dragons, but there's also a whole thing with like the queen, and it seems like as long as she's alive, maybe the dragons will be okay, but if she dies, then this like great evil will emerge. And at the same time, there's like all the different like little tiny like political things going on where there's like people who shouldn't really be together, but maybe they're forming an alliance, or maybe they're like in love and they're from like opposing factions, and like tiny little things like that. And at the same time, there's somebody who, like in chapter 1, there's a guy who like stumbles onto the shore, and he has like the red sickness, which is like an evil draconic plague or something, and everyone's like, don't touch him. But if you touch him, then maybe like you'll die or whatever. But it seems like it's based on like a curse of dragons or something. So it all comes back to like cool fantasy, cool political type stuff.
Right.
And it feels very like Game of Thronesy without like sexual stuff. And what's nice is it's also queer, which is cool. And actually the main character is a black woman, which nobody ever talks about when we talk about Priory.
I was about to say, I don't think I've heard not a single person say that.
Literally nobody ever talks about it. And I think it's not, I mean, my thing doesn't have a thing in the back to be like, here's what it's about. It's just like blurbs from people, but like literally nobody ever talks about that. So
wait, is the queen also a main character, or is she?
She's I mean, like, she's not the perspective we follow, but she's in one of the main perspectives a lot, and she's like low-key kind of a bitch. She's
my favorite. She'll be my favorite character. I already know.
Oh my God.
Like the Dragon Queen. Okay. Like, this is literally why I know people give Throne of Glass like such a hard time, but I'm like, this is why I love Throne of Glass, because I know it's Sarah J. Maas. Okay. let's get over it. But the world is so much fun to be in, like the little epic fantasy moment. That's why I know I'm gonna like Priory. There's supposed to be another book after that, right? Do we know?
Oh, I thought this was a standalone.
Is it a standalone?
I thought so, but when did this come out? Actually,
I feel like forever ago.
2019.
Yeah,
I think
2019. It was forever ago.
So long ago.
Steph said, "How far are you in? Like 100 pages?" You said.
Yeah, a little over 100. So chapter 9.
There you go. There you go.
Here we are.
Never heard that. Yeah, look at us.
Yeah, nobody ever talks about that.
These are the pitches we need to be saying as booktubers.
Yeah. Also, I do appreciate at the end it does have all of the like characters and the lands and like all that stuff listed out. So in case you're like, who's that again?
Oh my god, yes, we need that kind of stuff as readers.
Yeah,
especially if it's a high fantasy. Honestly, if it's just a fantasy.
Honestly, all books should just have that in the back because I get confused too fast.
Actually, yeah, that's not even fake because I just started like a domestic thriller and they've got like 7 points of view and I'm like, wait a minute.
What are you reading? What's it?
It's Not a Happy Family by Sherry LaPena, and basically, yeah, she's like written a couple other things. This is like apparently her new thriller, and like it's about this well-off family who has gone to Easter dinner, and then the next day the 2 parents have been murdered. That's like the first prologue scene.
Okay.
So the whole book you're trying to figure out like who done it. So I would say it's more of like a mystery right now, until it gets, I mean, I'm only a couple chapters in, but I'm sure it will get thrilling once we figure out like more of the stuff. But you've got like the main kids and their spouses, and then like you've got the maid who's been with them since the kids were young, and then the dad's sister who's always wanted money, and like, you know, it's very Knives Out-ish.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, it seemed very like Knives Out-y.
Yeah, and like of course like all the kids kind of hate their parents because they didn't have love and like all this stuff, so it's pretty interesting.
I feel like Shari Lapina books, I don't know if I've read all of hers. I'm sure I have not, but I read
really well known, I think.
I read An Unwanted Guest, and I read The Couple Next Door, and I read A Stranger in the House.
I think she only has like 4 other books. Like I think those are 3, and then she's got one other.
Then there's also Someone We Know, and then I guess this one's the end of her, and then Not a Happy Family. Oh, there's actually a lot more. Okay, never mind.
Yeah, I'm not on drugs.
Oh wait, no, some of these are like in a different language or something, but it's the same.
I don't know. Okay. Yeah, I was like at the beginning of her book, she has like 4 listed, so I was like, oh, you've only got 4 other books.
No, I think you're right. It's just like a different cover for like a different version of the book, but it's the same thing. Okay. Hello.
Hey.
How are you?
I am great. Sorry I'm late, but I also work on Saturdays sometimes.
Honestly, yeah, please. We've just been chit-chatting.
Yeah.
We should probably really sprint, honestly, but...
Yeah, I was just about to drag a Shari Lapina book because basically my experience with them has been like, it'll be fun, but you will rate it 1 star. Like, it won't be good.
Oh, God.
Fun-ish time, and it'll always be, like, the stupidest, like, suspect will be the murderer.
I think I read The Unwanted Guest by her, I think. I think that's by her, isn't it? Or is that by
The Unwanted Guest?
Yes, it is.
Okay. I thought that was pretty good. It was kind of fun. It was like playing Clue, the board game. Like,
oh my god,
revolutionary, but
it was like playing Clue the board game if none of the clues mattered and the points are all made up. And
oh my god,
that's fair.
This all makes so much sense. I literally just said that there's like 17 characters, and I'm like, why are there so many people right now? Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's not like I've written a murder mystery and I know what I'm talking about, but I'm just saying, it kind of seems like sometimes like authors want to complicate things and they throw in more stuff. But the actual plot's actually really simple. But then they're like, this is what you would expect. So then they change it to something else. And you're kind of like, but that doesn't make sense with the... Why'd you set all this stuff up if it's not gonna... All right.
We'll see. We'll see.
I agree with this also. The Couple Next Door was meh. It was 1 star. Yep.
Yeah, I heard bad things about that one particularly.
I think this is the one... Oh my god, this is the one where, like, there's a couple... and they go visit the couple next door, but they're like, oh my god, we have a baby, and if we bring the baby's gonna scream, and we can't even like go out anywhere because we've just been taking care of a baby for forever. And they're like, leave the baby at home and use a baby monitor. And they're like, we'll just be next door. What's the worst that can happen? So they go to the neighbor's house for dinner, and then I don't know if there's like a scream or like literally nothing happens, but they just come home and the baby's gone. And so then they're like, oh my god, somebody stole our baby. And I think
that
that's literally
like the Madeleine McCann case that happened in Scotland or the UK or wherever that was.
Oh my god, they can't be copying Sherry Lupina books. That's just not smart.
I think probably that came first.
Yeah. Also, why would you just not have a babysitter? That seems like a normal parent thing to do.
Which is so weird, because they were just like, we couldn't find a babysitter in time. It's like, then don't go to dinner.
Go to dinner. Yeah, your responsibility is to anyway.
Where it's just like, it's your neighbor. It's not like it'll never come up again.
Right. I'm like, you guys literally live right next door. Anyway, it's fine.
Also, like, not Shari Lupino, but have either of you read The Wives by Taryn Fisher?
Yeah, that was the worst book I read last year. Of all, almost 200 books I read last year,
not the Haunting.
That book was so much fun. 1 star, but it was so much fun.
No.
Oh my god. That means it was a hot-ass mess.
It was horrible.
Oh my god.
Jess is like, as a professional thriller reader, it sucked.
Oh my god.
Hey there, how's it going?
Campy in a way, but not like she did it on purpose. Like she thought she was doing something, but it was so bad.
Dude, it's like Courtney Summers and The Project.
I haven't read that, but I think you both have, right?
I haven't read it, but Monique did.
Oh, okay.
I liked it.
And it's like crazy because I read Sadie, and Sadie was so good.
Yeah, The Project definitely wasn't as good as Sadie, but I liked it. I thought it was boring more than anything else.
Yeah.
For a cult book, it was kind of slow.
It was also just funny because of the hype that she gave it. That's what I truly remember at that time. Because she was like, this is going to be the best book ever. You guys asked for this. So good. And then, like, everyone was like, it's so bad. But anyway, let me not talk about things I don't know about. Hey, Samantha, how's it going? And Vish, I wanted to say hello.
Hello.
The Wives was Lifetime movie, messy.
Wait, isn't there a Lifetime movie that's like Colonel Sanders, and he's played by like,
what?
Oh my god,
isn't it like Mario Lopez or like really somebody really?
I think it's Mario Lopez. I'm pretty sure.
Hold on, Mario Lopez plays Colonel Sanders.
No. Yeah, this is a real thing.
No, you did not.
Literally, like a 20-minute
if you start
movie.
typing it, it's literally Mario Lopez, Colonel Sanders, real? Yes, it's called A Recipe for Seduction. It's a real thing.
Yeah. A lot of the commentary channels I watched talked about it like a year ago.
Mario Lopez is Colonel Sanders.
Yeah, it says a Lifetime original mini movie presented by Kentucky Fried Chicken.
Shut up. Shut your mouth.
Lopez will play Harlan Sanders in a 15-minute drama. Oh, it's only 15 minutes. Oh my god, a chef with a secret fried chicken recipe and a dream, according to the trailer. The plot centers around Sanders and a young heiress who falls for him as he begins to work for the affluent family. You have to see the trailer for this because it'll be like they're talking. It's like, I have a dream. No, this chicken, it means so much to me. And then someone else is like sharpening a knife, like looking at Mario, like they're gonna kill him.
Well, and like the whole concept too is that he's hired as like this rich family's chef, and their daughter like falls in love with him, and it's like a forbidden romance between them.
So this is basically what you're telling me is a long commercial is what you meant.
Okay. Exactly.
Yeah, it's a high budget Kentucky Fried Chicken commercial.
That's like a short film. Like they really did a short film for that.
They really did.
I kind of want to watch it. Okay. A forbidden romance. Why? Is it because he fries the chicken instead of bakes it? Tell us. Tell us.
Why? God. I literally think there's like a fiance and he's like, she's too good for you. She's too good for you. Stop it. Like, it's so funny.
It's a 15-minute movie. It's not that serious, sir.
Oh my god.
Am I going?
They said, pretty sure when we asked for more Latinx representation, we didn't mean Mario Lopez as Colonel Sanders.
No. Like, oh, that's so... Anyway. Like he's Colonel Sanders. He's
How
a
am I gonna
little old white man.
How do I recover? I just ask for this Courtney.
You just add it to the watch list.
Courtney fried chicken. Why'd you do that?
Fried chicken.
Oh my god.
Anyway, should we sprint, guys? You want to sprint?
Yeah, let's sprint.
Sprinty poo.
Jess, are you reading We Free the Stars?
Yeah, what are you reading, Jess? Did you finish it already?
Hello. The anticipation.
I am like, ooh. Ooh. I think Jess is freezing.
Jess. Okay.
Oh, there we go. Okay.
I'm freezing. But
okay.
yes, I am.
How far into it are you?
I've read the same 2 chapters that I told you I read earlier in this week.
Nice.
So yes. I'm on page 18, I think.
Yes. That means Jess and I are starting at the same spot. Yes. Okay. Woo, I'm excited. I'm hyped now.
I read the first book the day that we did the live show, so.
I know, I was so proud of you.
I
was like, I could never.
Oh, yeah, you did. I
finished it early, too. It was only like I listened to the audiobook on 3 times speed. It only took me like 5 hours.
I was like, oh my god, Jess, the superstar.
Meanwhile, I showed up like, hey guys, I didn't finish the book. I just read a synopsis.
And I was like, oh man, I rushed to finish it, and Rachel didn't even finish it.
I know.
But
somebody also messaged me and was like, so what happens if we really hated the first book? Are you guys just going to change the second book? And I was like,
no.
No. Anyway, neither here nor there. All right, let's sprint. You guys want to sprint for like 40?
Yeah. Oh, also speaking of Fantaseries type stuff, anybody who's in the chat right now, if you have not already voted on our poll, please go do that during this sprint, because we're going to announce what the next series is. And right now it's like neck and neck between The Diviners by Libba Bray and the Villains series, like Vicious and Vengeful by V.E. Schwab. So they're like 6 or 7 points away from each other. There's a poll in the Discord, so go ahead, jump in there if you haven't already voted, and cast your votes, and then we're going to announce it probably when we come back from the sprint.
There should be a link down in the description for the Discord, and it's on the Vote to Pick channel, in case anyone's like, where do I go?
Yeah.
That's where you go. I feel like, Jess, you've already read the Villains duology, right?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay, good.
Okay. I haven't read any of them. I have read the first Diviners book, but I didn't read the rest of the series, but I don't think I've read any of the other ones that are up.
I'm truly shocked that the Villains duology really came for the comeback, y'all.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is it because of spooky season and everybody wants to be like creepy? I don't know. Yeah, but like,
I have read Wrath in the Dawn. I lied. That's the duology that.
Oh, that's the one. Okay, yeah. I was like, which one is it? Anyway, all right, guys, let's sprint for a good 40. We'll add another minute. Or no,
I'm praying for the 4 people that voted for the House of Night series.
Oh my god, y'all! I was really LOLing. I'm like, we are not about to read a 12-book series. I love y'all, but that will be a full year of reading.
When you included it in the poll, I was like, oh god.
I was trying to be fair, but then I was like,
You were like, I'm cruel but fair.
Like, right? Yes. I was like, I won't put Twilight in, but I'll put anyway.
Yeah, I was on Sprints on Amanda's channel 2 days ago or something, and somebody brought it up, and they were like, "Oh, I really wanted to read the first book, Cursed, and then this and Marked," and then I was like, "It's not winning, but technically, it was an option."
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I just really don't want to read the 12-book series about like sort of Twilight. Not really. I don't know.
It's like, honestly, it gives me like Vampire Diaries vibes.
Actually, yeah. I mean, I don't really remember the description that much, but it was like less pure like Twilight, like romance, and it was more of like a whole thing.
It was a whole thing. It's a whole 12-book thing. Anyway, neither here nor there. All right, let's do a good 40. If I'm doing math, that's at the 16, right?
Yes.
Okay, cool. Let's hit it, guys. We'll come back at the 16 and chit chat about our next book. Hello. Welcome back.
Oh.
I got to 22 pages.
Nice.
That's where I'm at.
I've been doing a thumbnail.
Ooh.
I'm finally posting a video today after 3 weeks of not posting anything.
I love that.
Actually, more like 6 weeks. That's what I meant to say.
Oh my god.
I was like, what was the last video you posted?
I don't even know.
Was
What's
it
the one today?
vlog?
I think my last video was like a 24-hour reading vlog that I filmed in beginning of August. Oh, I froze. I think it was a 24-hour reading vlog that I filmed in August.
Yes.
Well, you're still doing better than I am. I'm still trying to get back on the horse, so to speak. I'm always like over ambitious with my stuff where I'm like, I'm gonna post a video every 3 days, where it's like, no you're not.
Yeah.
No you're not.
I do the same thing to myself.
I just don't know if I'm that creative, you know?
I have like 3 months of content planned at all times.
Yeah, I have plenty of ideas. It's just the execution's not there.
Yeah.
Like actually doing it.
Yeah.
That's okay.
It's also like the motivation to get everything actually like filmed and then actually produced. Because sometimes you're like, okay, it's filming day, I'm going to film everything. And then it's like, oh my god, I have so much footage. Oh my god, I have to like cut this.
Yeah, it's the editing for me that I just am not.
So
it takes so freaking long.
Mm-hmm.
It's a very long time. Yeah.
Oh god.
I started editing on my phone and it's been so much easier because of problems I've been having. Because I got a new phone and I've been filming with that because it's such high quality.
Mm-hmm.
But the audio and the video never match up quite right whenever I export it to my computer and have to work there. So doing it on my phone has been so much better because I don't have to like splice everything every 5 seconds and like fix the audio and stuff, which is why like I didn't produce anything for like I don't know 2 months or something.
For like a little while, yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. It comes with its own challenges and stuff. So
you just have to learn how to do it. Unfortunately.
Yeah, and it's such a tiny screen versus like my whole computer. So,
yeah. Probably the hardest part for me is the thumbnail, which sounds silly,
your
but
thumbnails are like super nice though, because like no, they are like you have like the font, the text, and everything, but then it also sometimes has like the little, well, like you'll write something.
The little things, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's because you're an artist and like just have like a very high standard for what you want it to look like or something. Because your thumbnails always look great.
Thanks, guys. I guess what I should say is making them all like look cohesive.
Yeah.
But I don't know. Maybe I am nitpicking now that I'm thinking about it.
You want something that's like funky fresh so that people click on it, but at the same time, you want it to like match the theme of your channel.
Yeah, and I'm like, what is the theme of the Roomies Digest?
I do the same thing. I also struggle with like seeing a thumbnail that I like and like of somebody else's and like copying it exactly, and I'm like, I can't do that. Like,
right?
I know I can't do that, but I can't figure out how to change it.
Right. To like make it
like mine.
But like then I don't know. And like when you see a really clear thumbnail that like you want to click on, that's exactly like what you want to do, you know? You're like, dang, this looks so good. This is so clear. Everybody's gonna click on this. Wow, it's iconic. Show stopping.
Well, it's that, and then also sometimes you post it and you're like, nobody's clicking on this.
I know. I will change a thumbnail, y'all. If I'm like, this does not work, I will change it. I don't care.
I did that with my haul video because I made it look more like one of those like clickbaity thumbnails, you know, where like there's always a video where they're just like, what the fuck? Like,
yeah.
So I just like kind of did something similar to that, and I was like, this is very different from my usual thing, but let me just try it. And then like no one clicked on it for like, I mean, like people did, but I was expecting like a little bit more very fast. I was like, should I change it? Oh my gosh, should I change it? Should I do something? So I like started designing a new thumbnail, and then all the views started pouring in because it's a book haul. So I was like, okay, never mind.
Yeah, I was like, I love that thumbnail. It's so cute.
I thought it was cute, and I was like, if I think it's fine, I can leave it alone. Don't doubt it, but I don't.
It's great. I like it. I like it. Steph will be back if we're still here. She loves this pie. John, you fell asleep? How dare you? Just kidding.
John, wait, John's from Australia. Isn't it like 11 p.m. over there? Or so?
I'm gonna say it is late. So. Yeah. It might be like 12. I feel like it's the next day, but like 6 hours past my time.
Huh?
I know that doesn't make any sense when I just said 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I feel like it's okay, so it's 1:20. So yeah. Poor John. Go to sleep.
Oh man. 1:20 a.m.
How is this going? I'm reading A Little Life. I'm on part 2. Are you crying yet?
Yeah, that's a book I don't think I'm going to read.
I don't either.
Not for me. And also, it's just a lot of like.
Hi friends, my name is Jess.
Pain. Yeah? Jess? Yeah? Guys, my name is Jess.
Is your name Jess? I can't wait to see that video.
I'm very excited.
I have a friend who exclusively reads books like this, like A Little Life.
Really?
Or like My Dark Vanessa. Do you guys remember that book?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like those super depressing books.
She loves those kind of books. And I'm like, it's the only thing she'll read. And I'm like, okay.
Like, I love a good, like, upsetting story in a way where it's like Les Mis or something. You know, where it's just like
what a fun example of an upsetting story.
It's very upsetting. It's not like I'm happy.
It's like so tragic.
You know, it's such a tragedy, but it's so good. It's hard to quantify why it's so good, but that type of thing is like very much my thing. But I just
not everybody has a happy ending, but some people kind of do.
Some people live.
Yeah.
It's their happy ending.
Some people are okay.
Yeah.
I love that book so much. How was that? Did you have fun?
Good. So good. I
had a fun time. We had a fun time.
So good.
Yeah, it was fun. It was a lot of fun. I was like, Noelle lives in a really cool neck of the woods. So.
Yeah. And also like the end of the vlog you guys just did, where you guys were just sitting on the sidewalk being like, I got this book.
Oh yeah. Like, where are we gonna film this? Anyway, yeah, it was like chaotic, but it's fine.
It's like a tiny mini like reader dare thing almost, because it was like,
yeah,
here you go.
Cover buys.
Here you go.
I was like, when in doubt, I think Monique will always get me some kind of Arthurian retelling if it's a thrift bookstore. Like literally, that's just what I can expect from her.
Well, also the fact that you guys walked out of the bookstore with like 8 books each, just like this.
They had like really good books, like thrifty books in there. We just didn't do a haul for any of the other ones. I think I got like 5 books for myself because I'm a psycho.
Haul soon, maybe?
Yeah. I mean, one of them was definitely an Outlander book.
Oh, there we go.
So obviously that one's a thickie. And then the other one was like, it was like a fantasy book that I've been wanting to read for a while. Let me see if I can remember the name of it. But I was like, ooh, this book's $4?
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like real good. I was like, ooh, hoo, 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 hoo. You guys are crazy.
I would not.
The Shadow of What Was Lost.
Oh, I've heard. Wait, what is that? I've heard of that.
This guy.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's like fantasy AF.
I heard about that. Yeah.
So that one is thick too. But yeah, I found a lot of cool stuff in there. Anyway, good shop. If anybody ever goes to the Book Odyssey,
let me just swoop on down there tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll just swoop.
Oh my God.
Yeah, collabs are fun. We were trying to do something iconic because we were like, Jess and Haley, when they met up, they did that like drinking game. We were like, we need to do some kind of iconic like thing like that because I was like howling. Oh, I was howling at that.
Even when you guys did the Instagram stories where it's just like, hey everybody, I'm Christine 8 Pages. The 8 is my Enneagram type.
It was so funny because we were like, okay, act like each other. And like Noelle and Monique went first. And they like did. Like obviously Monique acted like herself. But Noelle like did. She was like, hey guys, what's up? My name's Noelle. I was like, God, you sound just like me. And then I was supposed to be Noelle and I did not sound like her at all. I was like, hey guys, what's up? My name's Christine 8 Pages. I'm like, who?
It's because I like to read pages.
Who is this alternate ego? Anyway, hello.
You arrived.
You summoned
manifested her.
Noelle, are you on the way to work? Oh, it's only 8:30. Never mind.
Noelle, are you on here? Come on over.
Oh. Anyway, yeah, we're just talking about how cool you are, Noelle. No big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Don't get a big head about it.
Don't get a big head.
Oh, you I don't remember. I think this was on Noelle's channel, but the one where you like describe books badly.
Oh yeah.
I failed that challenge horribly. The only one I got was like the Hunger Games and like one other one.
I was like, I didn't realize I was going to be doing such easy ones compared to the other two.
Okay,
Monique did a graphic novel called Tetris.
That one I actually do. I actually do that one. At first I thought it was Ready Player One, but then Mo was like, you have it on your shelf, and I was like, it's Tetris.
I had no idea. I had no freaking idea. Yeah, we got the idea. I don't know if you guys follow Bookborn, but she's like a fantasy reader, real cool gal. And she had this idea to do like bad book blurbs about fantasy books.
Okay, there was one that was like, a janitor falls in love with her boss, and I was like, who is that?
Oh, it was perfect.
To be. And then when you finally all revealed it, I was like, am I stupid?
Yeah, like,
who got that?
Dumb? Yeah, that one took me a minute because I literally was like, a janitor falls in love with her boss.
And then wasn't there one that was like, I forget, it was like somebody kills a stranger and then dates the stranger's roommate or something?
Yes. I think it was like a woman kills a stranger and then dates his roommate. And I was like, oh my God, who would have guessed that was
I literally paused the video and I was like, who is that? And it took me a while and I was just like, let me just see who it is. And when you guys were like, ready? I was like, oh my God, I know what it is. Like, I know it right before you turned it around. Like, yes.
Yeah, Noelle did both of those and they were both really good. I'm going to have to up my game. Mine were way too easy. Yeah. Way too easy. But yeah, we got inspo from Bookborn and she did like a game show style with that, but it was like only fantasy books. And we were supposed to do it together. Like me and Monique were supposed to be like on the show with other fantasy readers. Mm-hmm. So Monique was like, oh, this will be fine. You can just answer all the questions. And I was like, yeah, it'll be fine. And then I got booked to work and I didn't get off work until like way late. It was like 10 or something. And they had already started the show and Monique was like, F it, I'm just going to say Jurassic Park for every answer. Like, I don't even, and I was like, I don't think that's a fantasy. It was so bad. So, because they were doing like classic, and when I say classic, I mean fantasy written by cis white men. Books. So it was like Lord of the Rings, a freaking like Sword. Actually, I don't even know if Sword of Kaigen is.
No, that's I think it's an Asian woman.
Yeah, I think it is too. Yeah. But like Robin Hobb, like The Assassin's Apprentice, which is not a white man either. Anyway, other examples were white men, but I was like, there's no way Monique would know these. There's no way.
Oh my God. No I mean, also, like, I don't even know what the premise is of like half of those.
Yeah, and the way, like, she did them so hard too. Like, they were literally so hard. I was like, there's no. I think the one that Monique got was Red Rising. And the clue was like a man undergoes plastic surgery after his wife sings a song. And I was like, genius. It's genius.
Of course.
That is literally Red Rising. Anyway.
It's true.
Too late. A head the size of a balloon. Yeah, extra cryptic, but extra good. Like, making them harder makes it more fun to, like, sit there and be like, wait, what is it? Anyway,
there was
fun
something
game.
that was like a doctor goes somewhere to learn about her family, and I was like, oh.
Yes, I was like, freaking iconic. Noelle's were so good. That's why I'm like, maybe this will be part of a Reader Dare thing.
Yeah,
like
that would be very good. But what are the consequences? Because I won't get them.
Well, we can also have like categories, is what I was thinking.
Yeah.
Because it's hard to just kind of be like, it could literally be anything anyone's ever read ever. Yeah. So it would be fun to be like, oh, classics. Like, I feel like classics would be really silly.
Like, a man goes somewhere and then things happen. It's like every classic.
Yeah. And you'd be like, but which one is it?
But each one.
Anyway, neither here nor there. How many pages did you read, Rachel?
Not a lot. Let me see. I read, I think, like 12 pages that are new, and then I also went back because I was like, what's going on?
Right, yeah.
I had to go back and read some more stuff, but something really crazy just happened. That was really exciting.
That's good to know, because you're not that far into the book, and like, I'm gonna tell you, if I'm reading a high fantasy and some stuff doesn't happen like soon.
Yeah, because I was kind of thinking about it like, you know, here's the setup of everything, but where is the big like what's driving the plot? Because so far it's been like plopped into these people's lives.
Right.
But I was telling you the whole thing about like the queen and the dragons and stuff like that and whatever. And I feel like I understand that a little bit better now because I went back a little bit. But it was more of like the emergence of like evil dragons and stuff.
Okay.
So like some big stuff is happening right now with that. And then something else crazy just happened. The intrigue, oh my god, I can't talk about it. It's so good.
Yeah, it was like the quest. I just got to that part, and we hunt the flame.
We free the stars.
And we free the stars. I just wrote in my book. I was like, okay, this is the quest. Like, this is the thing that they have to do. I'm already like red tabbing everything. I'm like, hold on, we're going backwards. What?
What are your red tabs?
Anyway, I'm gonna have some things to say.
Are your red tabs like, I don't like this? Or are they
like I have usually traditionally I'll save red for like things that I absolutely effing hate.
Mm-hmm.
But in this case, I'm doing things I dislike.
Okay.
Hate. And there was a part where Nasir and Zafira, they're like together on the ship. It's like in the very beginning. And I'm like, we are not going backwards. This is not it. We need to go forward. We do not need to go back. Like, we already went through all of this in the first book, y'all. We need to go forward. Anyway.
Is this the whole thing when they're like, oh my god, did we leave someone behind?
That is the other thing that I just read tabbed because literally, like, the Lion of Night, this is not a spoiler, y'all, if you've read the first book, though. If you have not read the first book, then don't listen to me. But the Lion of Night is literally like, yeah, dude, my son, they left you. No one cares about you. And Altair is just sitting there like no one remembered me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, we don't have to revisit this, like, we know.
I was gonna say, this is literally like the recap of the previous book for like chapters or something, where they're like, oh my god, we have to do this thing. Are you sure? Yes, we do.
Yeah, which is like a little bit fine. Like, I kind of didn't I didn't remember what they were supposed to be doing in this book. So like being like, okay, we got to go get the thing. So that was great, but like I don't need a recap of all the like character relationships and like all the plot. And, like, I'm a smart human being. I can, I can gather that.
I can extrapolate.
Yeah, but then I'm like, am I just being picky? I don't know. I am how I am. Should I read it, Rachel?
Sure. Yes. Hopefully you like it.
I would love to know what you think, John.
I got mine for $17 on Book Depository, and so far it's worth it. So
wait, you got your first what?
I got this book on Book Depository for $17.
Oh, sweet.
Such a steal. This was like one of the first books I ever bought because of Booktube and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So like literally over a year ago, I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna buy a book because someone told me about it on the internet.
So like, you've had that book for a while, is what you're saying.
I had it for a bit.
I'm glad that you're reading it.
Finally doing it. And it's really pretty. Even if you just don't like it, just put it on your shelf. You feel smarter.
Yeah, it is. It is. Oh my gosh. Wow. Just a PSA, Neon Gods is really good.
Ooh.
Is it better than A Touch of Darkness, Fish? Riddle me that.
Isn't it kind of like a spicy fantasy book?
Yeah, Neon Gods is a fantasy romance. It's a Hades and Persephone retelling. And from what I've heard, it's BDSM style. So like 50 Shades of Grey times fantasy times Hades and Persephone specifically.
It is Greek mythology smut, basically.
And we stand that here in this space. The second book's cover just got announced, and it's questionable. It's questionable.
Oh? Wait, what's the second book called?
It's like something Hearts, I think. Let me see. La, la, la. Neon Gods. Oh, better than A Touch of Darkness? I'm there. I am there. I'm only halfway through, but it's really good. Okay, good to know. Thank you.
Is it the Dark Olympus series?
Oh, yes, it is. Yes, it is.
Electric Idol, and then
Electric Idol. There you go.
The third book is where to go? Wicked Beauty.
Yes, it's got like a heart on the front of the second one, I think. I might be crazy.
Oh yeah, it's like crystal heart kind of thing.
Yeah. Interestingly enough, if you guys are into sea witch, like sea mermaid things, she also has a book called Sea Witch.
Oh.
Which is a little fantasy in there too, if you're looking for that. I specifically do. I'm looking for a pirate book that I actually like a pirate fantasy. So
like what was that book? Daughter of the Pirate King?
Yeah, it was good. It was good. Was it the perfect pirate fantasy? No, for sure not. But it was fun.
I did not like that book, but it's fine.
I know. I feel like a bunch of adult fantasy pirate books are about to come out, so
that would be
I know S.A. Chakraborty is about to do one, Laini Taylor, and Hafsa.
This is news to me. This is entirely news to me.
Yeah, I guess because we follow them on Instagram, I just like always see their stuff, but like all three of them are working on pirate books.
Is that what A Tempest of Tea is about? Is it pirate stuff?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, A Tempest of Tea.
I don't know if it's that or if it's like We Hunt the Flame and stuff, but I just remember a lot of people saying like Hafsa's stuff was like very Six of Crows-y, and then people were saying like, okay, but Six of Crows didn't invent that trope. So I didn't know if that was like about We Hunt the Flame and We Free the Stars, or if it was about like the new book or anything.
I think it's about the new book.
Oh, okay.
Which is super interesting because, yeah, I think she did mention that actually. It's like thieves and stuff. Obviously, it's pirates, but it'll be interesting. I've been craving a little pirate book.
That'd be fun.
So we'll see.
I do like little pirate stuff. I feel like actually like this coming month, October, is like, I don't know, it's just like just the right time for like pirate fantasy thing.
Y'all, I literally saw a TikTok yesterday, and it was like this girl had cosplayed as just a regular pirate, right? And she started out the TikTok in like, you know, looking doo-doo. She was like, I don't care, I look silly, whatever. And then she like did her little transition, and it was like her in a full pirate getup, like coming out of the waves, like on a beach in a rocky cliff. And I was like, I think I need to be a pirate for Halloween now. Like, I think I need to find a pirate cosplay outfit.
Pirate costume.
It was literally, I was like, oh my God, I'm a pirate now. I've been converted. So that's how I felt. I was like, okay, okay.
There was one of those things that's like, on Twitter, there will be things that are like, this is your outfit based on like your star sign, the day you were born, your favorite color, like whatever. So there was one of those that was for like pirate get-ups and stuff like that. And I was like, cute, let me go see. And I loved everything but the shoes because they were like, this is your shoes based on your sexuality. And I was like, why do straight people get the best shoes? This doesn't even make any sense. Like, excuse me?
I like immediately thought of like, do y'all know those like pilgrim shoes with like the buckles? That's what I thought you were gonna say they were.
Like the one that I got was just like the grossest looking shoe ever. Where I was just like, this doesn't seem appropriate.
I like really hate those things because I always get the shit ones. No offense, excuse me.
Yeah, no, I don't know. Like,
like
I'm like, oh, great, and then I get like half good ones. But most of the time, I'm just like,
it's never the good ones for mine because mine's always Gemini. And people love to shit on Geminis, and they're like, oh, Geminis don't have style. They can just get the shit ones, and I'm like, actually, Geminis are very fluid. So I think if anything,
yeah.
But anyway.
Let me see. I don't know if I still have
I want to see it. Yeah, can you send it if you find it?
I will look for it.
Are you starting the love hypothesis today? Questions that need answers.
I feel like I saved it.
I want this too so bad. I just want Pirates of the Caribbean, but book form. The plot of Pirates of the Caribbean actually was so good, though.
Yeah.
It's okay if no one thinks.
No,
I've just never seen it, so I can't comment.
Oh my God, Jess is so good.
I feel like I didn't really know what the first movie was about because I watched it when I was pretty young, and then I just watched like the second one a lot. But also like the third one's like the big thing at the end is like so good. It's so good.
So good. They basically just take like pirate tales. I think that's why, not to make this a pirate channel, but like.
But it might be a pirate channel.
Yeah, they just take like these older pirate tales and they like make it into Pirates of the Caribbean. That's what they said. You know, Disney loves to do that. Take these old little tales.
Disney loves to take other people's stories and package them as their own.
Yeah,
act like they invented it, and you're like,
Nope.
Oh yes, the Stone Sky.
Okay. Well, we could probably slip into some sprints. What do you guys think?
Works for me.
Sounds good.
Do you want to do another 40?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, I'm gonna
I know Jess does.
I'm gonna like dip out for 1 second because I have to go check on something for my car real quick. Like in my house, so I'll still be around, but I'll be back.
Okay. In case of emergencies, call Rachel. Don't text.
I'm actually gonna read this time, so
I love it. Also, this is random AF, but I like took the thing off. Like the front actually.
Yeah, it's like the book that she's clutching. Did you notice that? Because
that's what I was thinking. I was like, okay.
Book's described. I saw that the other day too.
LOL. So that's kind of what I was thinking. Because at first I looked at it and I was like, is this supposed to be, the one thing? But anyway.
I think so.
Yeah. Okay. But then I was like, what does the first one look like? I don't remember that one looking like anything.
It had something on it, but I don't remember. Was it just
like a cross? Like two
I had that book in the library, so I couldn't take the dust jacket off, so I don't know.
Yeah, I was like, they strapped that thing down.
Yep.
They're like, tape it up. Tape it up.
Look what's in here.
Oh my God. That's me. Hello. My little oranges.
My favorite bookmarks.
Oh my God. That made me feel good, Jess. Thanks. Anyway, okay, I'm gonna go cry now. Okay, let's do 40-minute sprints. Let me do some math here. Is that 35, 45, 25? 25, there we go. Final answer. Cool. So we'll come back out to 25.
Sweet.
Hello.
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 I did not read that much that time. I went to make coffee, so meow.
I had to drive my car around.
Having car troubles?
I just have like weird tire pressure in one of my tires. I'm pretty sure I have to, I don't know, fix the rim or something like that. So I just keep having to fill it up with more air and then hope it's fine. Because like your car usually has like 33 psi in each tire, and mine is like, yeah, we're at 33, and I'll drive around for a while, and then I come back and check it, and it has 13. So it's leaking for sure.
Yeah, no kidding. It's not like a nail or anything?
No, it's not a nail. I checked everything and the tread and everything's fine, but I think it's just eventually like I'm gonna have to replace it or something. But
Yeah, I just put all new tires on my car. It hurt me a little bit.
Ooh,
yeah, it's very
so expensive.
Mm-hmm.
It's like $1,000 or something.
Mine was only $600 because I got it at Costco and I got one free.
Okay.
I did all four at the same time, but
True.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I feel like the last time I bought tires, I bought them at like Walmart and they were pretty cheap.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I do everything at Casey said just get a new car. This is my new car. I usually do stuff at Costco, but you don't really have to replace all four at once. So.
Yeah. Usually it's not that hard. Doesn't go that hard. Oh my god, Rachel.
Yeah, like Casey's driving today. I'm gonna go meet up with Casey and then we're gonna go somewhere, but she's driving, not me.
Yeah.
So
you want to pick up stuff? Oh, you guys live so close. I love it.
Yeah.
What is Rachel reading? Please help me. It's the Priory of Orange.
Priory of the Orange Tree.
Yeah.
It's so good. It's so good.
I'm glad you're loving it.
Having such a good time. There are pirates in this, by the way.
Of course there are. Of course there are.
High fantasy pirates.
I'm like, what way to make it perfect. Have dragons and pirates.
Literally.
Those are like my two things that I love.
Also lesbians, right?
Lesbians.
Yeah.
Also lesbians.
Also, I think there is another gay couple in this that I didn't even realize for a while because there was a guy who was just like this like grumpy old doctor, and I was like, okay. And then there was a chapter where he was like, sometimes I just think about my old boyfriend. I'm like, like it was so cute because he was like, he thought back on the old days where there was like a guy who was really beautiful, and he was just like, can I paint you? And the doctor was like, okay. And then they had like this really beautiful like relationship, and then he slowly like fell in love with him, and he was like, I wish I could paint so that I could capture the way that your skin glistens and the hair that just like comes right off. I was like, oh my god,
this is a romance novel.
oh my god.
Wait, I'm dying. Wait, the doctor fell in love with the little artiste?
Yes. I mean, I don't know like what else happened with them because it was like a tiny little, not really like flashback, but he was just like reminiscing on the old days. And I was like,
gonna say what happened to him.
I don't know. Because like the doctor is kind of
is
in
this
exile.
a world where it's like is it okay to be like gay, or like what kind of world is this?
I think so, because nobody's really like, oh my god, that's so bad. Like he got exiled because of different actions where he's just like, I think he like promised something to the queen and he couldn't fulfill it. So then she was like, cool, why don't you go live over there where everybody hates you?
Okay, so it's not about sexuality. Love
No,
that.
I'm pretty sure like none of that stuff is in this world. Like I don't see anything particularly about like racism or homophobia or anything like that. So it's kind of nice.
A perfect world.
Yeah.
Some could say.
Pretty great. So.
I love it. People cry about Priory, don't they?
Maybe. I think so.
I feel like I've seen people be like, I'm sobbing from this book.
That might be me. I don't know. We'll see.
Just start sobbing on live.
Yeah.
The great segue, Melda. Great segue. The next book has not been announced. for book
The
club.
Fantaseries book club.
If I had to bet money, I would say it's the villains duology. But we'll announce it right now.
Okay. We did get a few more votes in. So right now, as it stands, we have 4 votes for The House of Night, which is a 12-book series. We have 10 votes for Sky and Seas, which is a duology by Adrian Young. We have 17 votes for Wrath and the Dawn, a duology by,
Renee.
Yeah.
We have 53 votes for The Villains by V.E. Schwab. And we have 48 votes for The Diviners. So it looks like we're going to be reading The Villains.
It is so freaking close. Oh my god.
It's 5.
Oh my god. Okay.
It's 5 votes away from a tie. So
yeah.
It looks like we're reading The Villains. The first book is Vicious, and then Vengeful. And then we'll move on to another series in December.
Short and sweet, baby. Short and sweet.
So
I haven't heard bad things about Vicious. I feel like Vengeful is the one where everyone's like, this is not as good as the first one.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of really good things about Vicious, and then I guess it's a little split where like some people really, like the majority of people really don't like Vengeful, but I have heard some people really do. So it'll be very interesting, and it definitely fits our somewhat polarizing
vibe.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too.
This will be great. I'm excited.
Very suitable.
I've decided I'm gonna buy all of the books every time we read them and annotate them every time. So not that that's relevant, but that's just what I'm doing.
It'll be all the memories.
All the memories. All of my love and hate.
There we go.
Yes, I too voted for Diviners, but
you think I voted for?
Also voted for Diviners.
Yeah, I'm thinking that maybe we include it in the next vote because it was so much, and then we'll see. It probably will win.
Yeah.
Again.
It might win. Yeah.
But I'd be down. I'd be down to start that in December. A cozy little Diviners vibe. Also,
I just saw that Jess reacted with like a vomit emoji to the boots that I sent.
To the boots?
Yeah.
Is it the black? Was it the plain? Oh yeah, I was like
vomit emoji where I was like,
they gave you like the roughest, like
the most disrespectful thing I've ever seen in my life. Like all the other ones were kind of cute.
Knee-high heeled combat boots, like that makes no sense to me at all. I'm like, okay.
And they're not even polished. I'm sorry, that's such a nitpicky thing
to
say, but those boots are busted AF. Yeah. Okay. They have no respect on their name. I don't understand.
Yeah, it's just
I don't understand.
Like, to be honest, they like, first of all, they're not actually accurate. Like, none of these are, because they're all heels. But I'm just saying, like, if I was going to fight in something, I guess it would be those, because they're lower to the ground. But that's not what I'm here for. I'm here for a vibe. Like, I don't want to be
I'm here to look bad as a pirate.
I want to look good. Like, that's why.
That's fine. I feel like some of these combos.
The daggers are fun.
Yeah, the daggers are so fun. I like the claws. I was like, please.
Those are cute.
Let me be. Okay, so I got the green boots, right? And I was like, these green boots can literally only go with one top, and I'll show you guys which outfit it is. It's this one, the Virgo outfit.
There we are. It's true, though. I don't know why they pick those boots, because it's just like, some of these go with everything, and some of them don't go with anything. Yeah.
I'm like, was the creator a Virgo? Were they a Virgo freaking...
This is really cute, though.
I know, it is so cute. But I'm a Gemini.
I didn't even see the...
Which I kind of love. Like, the Gemini look is very cute. I'm like, yes, let's do some steam. Yeah. Like, you're killing it. Anyway, just pirate things.
I just think I don't like pirate outfits in general.
See, I thought like, the Leo's kind of cute, but I guess it has like this very clunky like clockwork stuff on top of it. And also, actually now the more I look at it,
stripes. I don't know about.
The more that I look at it, the more I'm like, I don't really like this that much.
Yeah.
The Cancer one is cute. It has like.
Oh, that's such a Cancer outfit. Oh my god, y'all. Look at the Capricorn.
Wait, where is it? Oh my god. It's just clothes. It's just old clothes.
So busted. They said I don't even want to be a pirate. I'm gonna be the guy that scrubs the deck.
Oh my god.
It's so not fun.
No.
I'm so sorry. I take back everything I said. The Capricorn has the worst one. I'm so sorry. Oh man, that really just made me laugh. Oh my god.
This also looks wildly uncomfortable with a belt.
Oh yeah, like why do you
Yeah, there's
have
like
that
3 belts
strap
in that
across
outfit.
your breast?
There's so many belts. Like I get it, but why? I like
I
the
don't know.
gun. The jacket,
Mhm.
no, but I like the
That
gun.
one is like really
That one's
good.
the most like aesthetic one.
This one is very like Pirates of the Caribbean direct
Yeah.
screenshot, which
I
it
feel
might
like the
be.
Aries one is very
There's literally like a man in the
Elizabeth
background. This
Swann.
might literally be like a
Oh,
screenshot.
that's for sure. What's his name?
Will?
Will. Yeah.
That's what I thought.
Samantha, you should feel attacked because that outfit was horrendous.
Also, look at this. This is so cute. The
Oh my god, for poison.
It's so cute. Actually,
I
no.
love
I think
that.
this is a sundial. This is not for poison.
Oh, never mind.
Sundial.
That's
But
not
for
as cool as I
poison,
thought
that
it
would be
was.
really fun.
Okay,
Yeah.
but this is not a weapon.
It's not.
I was just looking at February's weapon.
What
Who
the
do you
heck?
think you are?
These are are these
Or are
supposed
they
to be
just
weapons?
accessories?
They're just accessories, I think.
Oh, those are, I wasn't at the weapon.
This is the only weapon. It's a key, but it's also
Okay.
not.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm like, okay. Oh my god, y'all. I was laughing my butt off. I was like, of course the freaking June one would have this like flamboyant freaking hat.
It's very piratey, though.
It's so piratey, but
It has
God bless
keys
it.
hanging from it. Like,
Oh,
look
well, honestly, I'd rather have that than the cufflinks. Like, what's happening here?
yeah. Well, that's direct like Party City.
those are better than like the lace-up gloves.
True.
I'd rather have
true.
those.
Would I
skull
want to
cufflinks. I
restrict
feel like
my
you could make those
wrists?
look cool.
I feel like I don't want any of these except for like the claws, which are so good.
I love the
I'm not
claws.
mad about the July one. That one's fine. This
I
is
also really, yeah, you're the pirate queen with that. Okay,
that's it.
I like the ear cuff, like the little crow ear cuff, but that's definitely like a Six of
Six of
Crows
Crows
thing because
Yeah.
I'm, a diehard fan.
Being Six of Crows stuff.
Also, the snake daggers. Has anybody seen those? They're like white and black. They look like this.
Oh,
Like little
cute. I
snakes.
can see those.
Yeah, I was like, you're dangerous.
Oh. Those
You
are fun, but they do not look effective at all.
Oh, they would. They would. They're only for show.
Oh my god.
Oh
Also,
my
these are
goodness.
cute. I don't even know what these are. Like,
Oh yeah, little like daggers,
do they go in your hair and then you
They
pull
look
them
like
out?
letter
Pins.
openers. I
Looks
don't
like
know.
you write a letter with that.
Yeah. Oh, maybe it's just like a letter opener, but for death.
That's what I was thinking. Like you put it
I
And
think
you're
one
like-
of these is a pen, so
opening your letter.
I literally
know.
think it's just stationery.
That honestly,
I mean,
I'm sure
it is
we
my
do that shit
it's a
before.
vibe I can get down with. But
Yeah, you're like casually opening your letter mail, and somebody says something wrong, and you're like, "Hiya!"
it's
That
over.
would be really useful, actually.
Yeah.
Also,
like,
how
I
does
might
this
actually
work?
get one of those.
How does this work? Because you have your
Like
hand
Spider
open,
Man.
but it's like
a death punch.
Ooh.
You just punch somebody and stab them at the same time.
see,
Yeah,
the
I was
thing
like,
is,
not wrong.
I talk too much with my hands that I would absolutely like,
Yeah.
like
Activated.
I could
go ahead and just be like, oh my god, no. How do I make this stop?
I think Vengeful was okay, but the first was much better. This is what we hear, okay? We'll get to the bottom of it. I was hoping for Diviners too. It's fine.
It's okay.
Thought Vicious was very average read, but that might just be me expecting too much once again.
I feel like that means I'm gonna love it. Because sometimes I'm like, wow, I love this. It's so good. Casey, you have to read it. And then Casey's like, 2 stars. It was not that good.
Yeah, she's like, meh.
I'm like, okay. I thought I had the like severe taste, whatever. Like, it's fine.
I feel like you're consistent with your severity. I feel like Casey has a specific Like hers is like specific.
It's like bad of things she doesn't like.
Yeah.
I guess.
You
do too. It really depends, because sometimes I'm just like, this is so average, I just don't like it. And other things I'm like, this one specific thing drives me crazy and I hate it.
But also, like, literally, I say this all the time, but star ratings really do have everything to do with your expectations. So,
yeah,
you know, that's always a thing.
Yeah, because also Vicious has been so hyped up for a long time.
Oh, yeah. And I'm almost like, because I did not like Addie.
LaRue, yeah.
No.
I was going to say.
So, yeah. And I'm like, but it's like a whole nother ball game. It's basically like Lee Bardugo coming in here and being like, I'm gonna write an adult like
Ninth House.
Yeah, like Ninth House. Like it's completely different than Shadow and Bone, like that whole Grishaverse. So I'm hoping that's kind of the vibe for Vicious.
Very much hoping for it. Yeah.
So, but it's a smaller book too, so we can be glad of that.
That's not.
Yes, A House of Night read along. I've never read this series, but
it'd be a good time to start it in January because you could just read a book a month and then be done.
Honestly, is it like a cult following?
I have no idea.
Like,
I had never heard of this until someone suggested it in the Discord. So I'm not.
I'd seen it.
I remember people reading them in middle school.
Yeah, like I feel like it was a long time ago.
Are they like YA 2012 YA?
They're like further back than that because I was in middle school 2000 to 2010. That's when people were reading them.
Yeah.
House of Night. I gotta see when this was first published.
Yeah, I feel like it's definitely younger.
2007. Oh, good. Great.
Oh, great. Yes.
I mean, it sounds a little fun. Like this vampire goddess with 5 elemental powers.
Goddess?
In the House of Night with special powers, but so does other people have them too. And when she discovers the leader of the Dark Daughters, which is the school's most elite club, is misusing her goddess-given gifts, then Zoe, the main character, must look deep within herself for the courage to embrace her destiny. Can you imagine meeting a vampire named Zoe? Hi, I'm Zoe. I'm a vampire. I'm Zoe.
No. Honestly, meeting a vampire and like hearing their name, you could tell exactly when they were born.
Yeah.
You know? Like Zoe is definitely a modern vampire. Whereas like Carlisle.
Then you're like, okay, I know you're a little old school. Don't know the exact year, but you're
a little older, right? And then, you know, when you get into like Edward V, you're like, okay.
There's a place called Carlisle, Pennsylvania that's not very far from me, and I just always thought it was funny. I was younger.
They named it after that vampire guy.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Obviously.
I'm sure that's exactly where she got it.
See, the problem is you can assume, like, okay, Carlisle is probably an older vampire, like maybe like 1800s or something.
Right.
But the popularization of Twilight means that you're either meeting a Carlisle who is like 100-something years old, or you're meeting a Carlisle who is like 6 years old from the parents who just read Twilight, had children, and were like, this is a good idea.
Yeah, this is a great idea. I've always loved the name Carlisle ever since I read Twilight.
Ever since.
Oh. I cannot believe this, John. I can't believe that you don't like Pirates of the Caribbean.
John, did you DNF Pirates of the Caribbean, the movie?
The movie? Yeah. Did you? Because I can't believe it.
I mean, I feel like a lot of people don't like it though, because a lot of people don't. How it's not, I don't know, good cinema or whatever, but it's so fun.
Yeah, I think it really is just like when it came out, I was at the age where like pirate stuff was really cool, you know?
It is really cool. Also, like, sorry, you can't listen to that theme song and be like, I'm not hyped at all.
Yes!
Come on!
Anyway.
I love it so much. It's so much fun.
I do too, but it's fine.
Also, like, sorry, the whole scene where they're like fighting and then they stab him, but he's in skeleton form, so it doesn't even work.
Oh yeah.
And then
I'm like, genius. That plot is genius.
It's so fun. It's so good.
It was iconic for the time.
Also, I will say Darian has a crush on Davy Jones. So, not a lie.
Oh, we know. Oh, we know.
Not a joke. So, literally. Oh, Casey's also correct with this. The plot is Keira Knightley. Like, literally, what is there not to like?
It's so true. She has such a nice character arc in that whole entire, you know what I mean? She goes from being, you know, Miss Elizabeth Swann to like Miss I'll kick your butt and be the pirate, you know. Not to spoil it for people who haven't watched it, but like.
But also, like, if you just look at Keira Knightley, it's just like, here we are.
Oh, she looks so good. Watch
this for like 2 hours each movie. And she's so beautiful. And she was like 17 or something.
She's got her little sun-kissed tan. She's got her little blonde highlights.
Also,
she's
looking good. Jump off a building. There was like a man who was like, "You have to marry me," and she was like, "I would literally rather jump off a building than do that."
Jumps off. She's like, "I literally would rather die."
Yeah. Like, I can't live this kind of life. No.
Yeah, I love her so much. But honestly, I love most of Keira Knightley's stuff.
Yeah.
So
good.
Meow. It is what it is. Okay, so yeah, we are going to be reading Vicious. I don't know if we officially said that, but that's our next book for next month. So get your wallets ready, or your library holds ready.
Wallets. Prepare yourself.
Yes, prepare yourself for Vicious. It'll be fun. Do we want to do another sprint, or do we want to wrap? What do you guys want to do?
I have to leave. Either way.
Okay. Jess, what do you feel?
I'll read. I don't care.
Okay, cool. Jess and I will probably do one more little long sprint. But Rachel, nice seeing you.
Thanks for having me. As always, excited. By the way, people, we never said it, but we are discussing We Free the Stars on October 3rd. So make sure you read the book before then. But we're going to do that again on Ruby's channel. So make sure you read it. Or if you hated it, just tell us what you think. Whatever. It's fine.
Yeah. Honestly, the way that our host chat is going, I'm thinking we're going to have some people who really, really love it on the show with us.
I will say no spoilers.
Are guest hosts from last time coming back?
I will have to double check with them and see their availability, but maybe.
So.
Maybe.
I hope they are. I think Nicole's really enjoying it, so.
Yeah, I think Nicole likes it a lot more. Although she had some comments that I also agree with about the ending of it.
Mm-hmm.
So we'll see. But also maybe Steph from Stephanie Bookish, because she just finished the whole series in like a week or something.
And my God, she did that so fast. She just got that. That's so funny. Oh my God.
She had like a thing in a vlog, I think, where she was like, "Oh, I'm reading the first book, and then we'll see what I want to read after." And then as soon as she finished the first book, she was like, "Sorry, I'm reading the second book. I can't do anything else. Like, forget the TBR. I just gotta do it."
Oh my gosh, she really loved it. Okay.
Yeah, she gave both 5 stars, I think, in terms of like plot plus enjoyment, like everything, because she loved the characters. So
I would love to have Steph on again.
Yeah.
I mean, not again. I'd love to have her on for the
first time.
Yeah, and then Lisa, of course.
Yeah.
Bye. See you later.
Bye. All right, so I'm gonna head out. I'm gonna zoom to Casey.
Yeah. Ooh. There you go. All right, cool. So we'll see you later, girl.
Yep. Good luck reading. Have fun, everybody. And I'll see you later.
Bye. Bye. As me and Jess struggle through the rest of this book.
Has Nicole finished it?
Much? Huh?
Has Nicole finished it? Or no?
I feel like she said that she did. I
I kind of thought that she did. So
zoom through. I think me and you are the ones who were like,
Yeah. I read like 42 pages last sprint, I think. So, which I think it was because I got a couple short chapters at the end because I was not reading a page a minute when I first started. But there were a lot of like 3-page chapters, like the last 20 pages that I read. So
that is something that I am enjoying about this, because if it was long chapters,
I think I would die if it was long chapters.
Yeah, like I really truly would be like, forget this, I can't read it. Yeah. But because it's short chapters, that means I don't have to be with one person for a really long time. So that's much better.
I am liking it better. I think I have more time to read it now, and I'm not like rushing through the audiobook, so I'm liking the first one better so far. Or this one better so far.
The second one, yeah. Yeah, I haven't like gotten out of the we're still talking about what happened in the last book part, so I think once I phase out of that part, I'll like it more.
I need that though, because I did not remember what.
Yeah, like what even happened. I kind of forgot too. So like that one part was good, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Okay, cool. So let's do another. You want to do a 40-minute or is that too long?
We can do 40. I don't really care.
Okay, cool. I was like, don't tempt me with a good time. We'll do an hour. Okay, cool. So we'll come back. Let's just come back at the 30. How about that? Be a nice even 39 minutes.
That sounds good.
Sprint.
Works for me.
All right. Hello.
I have like a paragraph left and you stopped me. That's very rude.
Oops. Go ahead and finish it. Go ahead.
Okay.
Speed demon.
Well, it was like 2 sentences.
Oh. Oh, because the paragraph was so tiny. I'm officially on chapter 9.
Oh.
Yeah, it's like 50 pages in, I think.
Yeah, I'm on chapter 13 now. The last one was a long one.
But... Yeah, I was like, me and you. Stragglers. It's doing that thing again where like every last sentence of every paragraph is like a mic drop.
Yeah.
And you're like...
Yeah, I think the writing is just kind of... It's hard for me to get into. It's just very like... It's like every sentence too is like backwards of how you would say it if you were just saying a sentence.
Right.
Like it's like trying to be... Which is fine, but it's like every single sentence. So then it's just like...
I can't get into it.
Work to get through.
Right. Yeah.
Especially
I definitely feel like my hand is being held. Wait, what?
Yeah. It's confusing for fantasy. It's hard for me to like keep straight anyway. So when it's complicated writing, it makes it harder.
Right. And you're like, ooh, what? Okay. Yeah. Like, I really just need you to tell me what's happening and like, let's get the plot going.
Be straight with me.
Yeah, just be like straight with me and let me know, and then I can deal with it myself. You don't have to baby me. Hannah.
I am liking it better than the first one. The writing just takes me a minute to get used to.
To like get into. I feel like if I sit down and like read it, you know, I feel like I'll like it more. So I'm gonna try and get a good chunk of it done today.
I think so too. And I think even just like a 40-minute sprint is kind of not long enough because I feel like I don't get into it until like the 30-minute mark, and then I'm like,
right. Okay, and then by that time you're like, okay.
Yeah.
By 30 minutes though, it is easy. Like you can definitely go through pages.
Yeah.
That's exactly like if we had a reading guide for this duology, it would be make sure you have the time to sit and process and read.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. I didn't understand it, but I did read the second book. We love you for trying, honestly. But yeah, hopefully Vicious will be a little easier to read and understand. A little more enjoyable. We'll see. Yeah. Well, honestly, you know, not much happened in the first one.
I was reading like the first couple pages of this book and I was like, Altair was behind everything? When did that happen? I feel like I missed that in the first book.
I actually
it was like a big reveal for me.
Right. I was like, this man really did a lot of work, and I think he's underrated.
Yeah, for many years.
Like for many,
like he just really orchestrated everyone's life in this book for like the past 5 years.
Yeah, he should honestly be the king. But anyway, that's what I'm thinking. Anyway, neither here nor there. All right. Okay, so that's going to be the end of our We Free the Stars reading sprints for Fantaseries. If you guys didn't catch it, we just mentioned it, but the next book for next month for book club is going to be Vicious by V.E. Schwab. I actually was going to try and give a little preview of what that is, but I don't actually know what the official blurb for Vicious is. I feel like it's a dark academia, possibly, with murder.
Isn't it superhero-ish? Or like these people like... I'm pretty sure it's about like these 2 college students who are really good friends, and they like come upon some kind of magic, and they like decide to make themselves like superheroes or something. Maybe like one turns villainous and one is like supposed to be the good guy.
Right.
And then they like don't get along anymore.
I think you're exactly right.
Okay.
Way
I have
better.
a lot of book knowledge up in my head, but that one is one I'm kind of shaky on. I'm not totally certain, but I think that's the gist.
I think that's exactly the gist. And that's why it's so crazy, because they're biffles and then they, you know, go a little power hungry.
Yes. I think you're right.
We'll see. Anyway, we'll find out, I guess, in a couple of days. But yeah, okay. So that's gonna be the end of our LOL. I've got the banner up, the reading sprints. Thank you guys so much for joining us. If you were in the comments, thanks for being here. Even if you've already read We Free the Stars, we're gonna have our live show on October 3rd. It's gonna be 7 p.m. PST, 10 p.m. EST or EDT, PDT, to be politically correct. And it'll be on the Roomies channel. Once we switch books, we will switch channels and it'll go to somebody else's, but we're going to finish up this duology on my channel. So until then, we will see you guys next time. So bye.